Welcome to Valentina Design Universe. I am Valentina Cirasola, your host. And today's show is in the bed. And it is not what you're thinking. Today's show is about sustainable bedding, hypoallergenic products that we put on the bed, and items that they are good for our health and our relaxation. But before I introduce my fabulous guest, let me just go back in time about what the bed meaning was or function. Long time ago, babies were born in the bed at home. People, they didn't go to the hospital. People drawing the last breath of life usually happened in the bed at home before their body were taken away. But in the nobles' homes and rich and royals, in the bedroom, in the chamber of the bed, it was an opportunity to meet socially. It's incredible, but that's what they did. They met socially around this large bed in the room and talked business. They talked about economics or daily lives. In the lower class, instead, it was not a surprise to see that in the bed, parents were sleeping with their kids even up to their 20s. And so the parents were at the head of the bed, and at the feet were the kids, the bigger kids. But if they had smaller kids, they were between them. So in the lower class, the bed was almost in the same room as the kitchen. In fact, it was called the Great Room. They also took care of their family problems, and they resolved their issue in the bed. And yes, they did make love while the bed was full of kids, so they were all there. But in the Middle Age, for instance, the rich people used to make their bed into alcoves. It was into walls, or the alcove was made of columns, tapestry, finials, a lot of decorative items, a lot of expensive material and fabrics, but very little was thought of what they put on the bed. Some alcoves were made of walls of wood, so they basically slept in a box, and this box closed at night with a curtain or a shutter. But their sheets, most often were full of dust mites. Well, today we don't do that anymore. We take care of our bedrooms and we make it into a sanctuary, because that's what we want to see at night. I think the bed is the biggest invention ever, because after we do all that we do during the day, kids, school, work, traffic, and this and that, at night the only thing we want to see is the bed. But now something good is going to happen. I will introduce you to my guest. She is Silvina Leonardi, expert in bedding, and she has a attentive eye to details. Hi, Silvina.
Hi, Valentina. Thank you.
Valentina
Thank you for such
Design
introduction. Thank you.
Welcome to my show. I'm very happy you're here with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, my pleasure. I've been just enamored of this piece.
Right?
So, before I met some of these products, I used to think that the sheets, the beddings made out of bamboo fabric was the best. But then I got the chance to see all of this. What are these sheets made of? Is it a special material, or is it a special fabric that comes from a special tree?
I wouldn't call it a special, but the way I like to introduce this new fabric, it is getting back in time, as you were mentioning. The very first fiber was used was linen. Mm-hmm. From there were linens to describe the bedding items, mm-hmm. because it comes from linen flax. Then we have Egyptian cotton, considered as the best fiber. And these are a little bit, most people do, and they are. Mm-hmm. And they are all natural fibers. Right. But with the technology and with changes in life, now we have a new generation of man-made fibers, mm-hmm. and that is called lyocell, which comes from, like your question was, is from the beech tree.
Beech tree, yes.
Yeah, my pronunciation, I want to make sure that is B-E-C-H.
Right, right.
And I don't say something different. And so that is something that is very trendy now, mm-hmm. because offers something fantastic that is coolness. I mean, especially for those people that sleep very hot. Uh-huh. Absorbs moisture almost at 20% more than cotton, and it is very easy care. I mean, mm-hmm. you just throw them in the washing machine, mm-hmm. you just take it out, and it's ready to go to bed. Right, right. So yeah, that is one. And then I have to make a difference with a bamboo that you were mm-hmm. mentioning. Mm-hmm. Bamboo is a different, obviously, a tree, and so it's different texture that offers also a different durability. Mm-hmm. The ones that come from the beech tree, I mean, are more durable, but because it's better for weaving, so mm-hmm. you can have a wonderful satin weaving mm-hmm. lyocell, and it's shinier, and it looks very luxurious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I love them. I love them too. I fell in love with these sheets and everything you brought tonight. What are, according to you, what you see around your clients, what are the elements of a bedroom? I think it's like a recipe, like when you're going to cook. Mm-hmm. You start thinking of the ingredients, mm-hmm. and the first thing that comes to me is like, let's think of quality. Right. And so I think quality is one of those. The second thing is design. Mm-hmm. I think as you know, as a designer, I mean, design is on everything, mm-hmm. and is what gives some character to your bedroom or to your personality. And I think that nowadays, with the modern times, I will say easy care is mm-hmm. fundamental, because mm-hmm. we have no time for dedicating hours to take care of our belongings, right? So I will say those three components. And but when you say functionality, I mean, these are sheets. You put them on the bed. Functionality yeah. is, but also, I think of bed as I've been working in this field for so many years. It is important because we all go to bed with the intent to sleep and rest. Right. So we have to have the quality that is inviting us to do so. Mm-hmm. So we have to think of the quality, and also the colors and the designs mm-hmm. are going to be an invitation to a restorative night. Mm-hmm. So that's why, I mean, it's just important to have harmony around you, surrounding right. you, right. to have a wonderful bedroom. Right. Yes. It doesn't have to be expensive or particular, because we are all different, so we all will have different tastes and different occasions mm-hmm. to use different things. Mm-hmm. But for everyday use, I will suggest beautiful fibers, very, very light colors, mm-hmm. and then you can throw those sheets in the washing machine, in the dryer, and put it back.
That's the best part.
And then you can just put it back and have your beautiful bedding impeccable, because again, good quality means durability.
Right. Yes.
So it goes all together.
Absolutely. So, talking to you the other day, you mentioned that these are duvets, right?
These are comforters.
Comforters?
Yeah, duvets. Yeah, comforters, duvets.
You were telling me that they are made with a special bird that is born in Siberia. What is this special bird? How come we don't have that bird here?
Yeah, it is very interesting because...
What is the name of that bird particularly?
Well, it's called goose down. I mean, when we're talking about comforters, we talk about for what I offer is European goose down. Among European goose down, we have different origins.
Right.
So the best of all is the Siberian.
Right.
When you go around trying to shop for comforters, you will find polish goes down as the top of the line.
Right.
But we offer Siberian, which is a step above, because the animal actually lives in Siberia, where it's very cold. So they make a very nice cluster. The down is a very slow, it's almost like a little cotton, and it's a hollow fiber. So the lighter and bigger, the more air they can trap. So that means that it will offer a beautiful light weight on you, but it will trap the cold air and will give you a lot of warmth. So that is why it's so special.
Is it a female bird?
I don't know about that. It's just in general, it's the geese that has this beautiful cluster. I mean, this beautiful down. Then Polish goose down is another beautiful one, and then Hungarian. But again, among them, there's always one that is the best. So that is the Siberian goose down. We have it here, I mean, insulated with the silk cover.
Right.
In technical word will be the ticking. And it's 100% silk, because silk is the fiber that actually will uninvite the dust mites.
Which we like that.
We like that,
absolutely.
Especially for people that suffer allergies, which is a little bit sometimes confusing, because most of people will think they're allergic to down or feathers, but they are eventually allergic to the dust mites.
Absolutely.
So silk will be the best thing to have, I mean, as a cover of this wonderful goose down. Then we have something, could be a mix with cotton, and we offer many choices, but the top of the line, the best is the Siberian with the ticking made out of silk.
We like that, absolutely, we do.
It is luxurious, and it is also
obviously, I mean, silk looks
really it is again
nice.
It is functional.
Right. Yeah.
It's not made with the intent of making it just beautiful, but it's functional for that reason, that insulates from dust mites.
And often I suggest my clients, when you vacuum your floor, vacuum your mattress too. And some people say, like, really? Why do I need to do that? Because that's where your dust mites live.
Right.
In your mattress or all your covering.
That's what, nowadays you find the mattress covers, and, every comforter should have the duvet cover, and, again, it is also from our part, to contribute to that. I mean, it's not just having a product that you put in the bed and that's it. Obviously, we have to do our part.
Cleaning the room too will help.
Yeah, we need to do our part, right?
Absolutely.
But definitely, it is a great solution for those that suffer allergies.
So the colors for the bedroom, what do you think? Sometimes, as a designer, I go into people's homes and I see things that I really wouldn't like to do in my bedrooms, but it's their home, it's whatever they do. And I guess that's why they called me, is because they don't feel comfortable in what they do.
Right.
I
right.
see colors that, you know, sometimes the people want to match the color of the bedding, the sheets, the covers, and to the curtains, maybe to the rugs, maybe even the bath towels. What do you think? What the bedroom should look like? Colorful?
I think the bathroom should be a reflection of your personality.
Right.
But when people, a customer will come and ask for some suggestions, I will always go for what I believe is an average decision to make them feel good in bed. So for what is bedding per se, like the sheets, top fitted pillowcases that you're going to sleep at night on, I will say going white or ivory are the most inviting colors, because you will see them always clean. It's easy to show if they're dirty. You can tell if they are, not really fresh. So when you see them clean and nice, it's already, it calms you down.
Right.
I'm a big fan of colors. As you can see, I mean, I brought some accessories because I believe that colors offer an energy.
Right.
And we all need that in different situations.
Changes our vibration.
Yes.
So you would put colors in the accessories.
Yes, and of course
Right.
that's related to your question, is like people will have colors already, like the carpeting, the curtains, and this
Right.
and that.
Yeah.
So working around that is fine, but no matchy-matchy. I mean, it's almost like fashion, how you dress.
Right.
It's like nowadays. Remember years ago, matching the belt with the
shoes and the purse.
Not anymore, almost, right?
Oh, yes.
So I think that that's the same with the bedroom. It's like you try to create a character, but not necessarily matchy-matchy.
Yeah.
You know?
What I said, it creates rhythms.
I think texture
Yeah.
is very important too, having cottons and
Silks.
nice silks
Yeah.
and cashmere sole, baby
Right,
alpacas,
right,
and all of those natural fibers offers.
This is a silk robe.
That's a beautiful silk robe.
And these are throws.
And these
right?
are baby alpaca throws.
Alpaca,
I mean, baby
yeah.
alpaca is one of the hollow fibers again, so traps all the air. I mean, you know, down and alpaca is not necessarily a winter item. They will trap the cold or the cool, I mean, the cold air of the warm air.
Right.
So it depends on the how it's woven and the how many ounces and the how heavy it is. It will be useful for summer and winter. And baby alpaca is a fabulous soft long hair that is easy to weave, and I love them. They have so many colors. I mean,
what are these pillows you brought? These are silks, aren't
these
they?
are silks too. These
Yeah.
are printed silks.
They look like a scarf materials.
They are actually. These silks are all made in Italy from the best people that print on silk, and so they can be the weight of these materials are exactly the weight what would you use on a nice silk scarf, and also the colors, as you see, are vibrant and are beautiful because they are the dialers they use are fabulous. So
they're very colorful. Let me see this one. This is pretty, with the elephant.
Yeah, and all the trimming around.
Yeah.
So these are all the elements that you can.
Oh, they even have pipings and cordings and.
So these
beautiful.
are the elements that I will always suggest to have in the bedroom. I mean, pillows are always, and cushions are fun to have around.
Sure.
Throws are fun and useful. And then, you know, you have candles and other accessories that can bring some color.
And
I know
scents.
that white is not considered a color, but I always think that white is a color. I mean, I like also to have an all-white bed, but with different textures, you know.
Textures, and that's what you said. The colors come from many different accessories.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, definitely. Colors for every day can be also tiring, so that's what I suggest to go for white and ivory when it comes to bedding and accessorize it. Sometimes for the season.
Sure,
you know.
sure.
Everybody loves red in Christmas.
So what do you think about black silky sheets?
I love the idea. I mean, for one night, maybe Halloween. I don't know. That could be a good idea. You know, I don't think it is a good idea because
you know?
every night, exactly.
That one special night.
Why not, right?
That you can slip in and forget the world.
Right. That, I mean, I think that, again, you know, people, we all think different, but I guess that if people ask me, in my experience, I mean, in terms of maintenance and longevity of a nice set of sheets, it should be always white or ivory.
Absolutely.
And as you said, it was historically, white was the color of wealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because back in the day, when there's no washing machines, white was something that only people that could afford help will have. So white was always a statement of luxury.
Absolutely, yeah. And I know many people go to bed with T-shirts, things written on it, maybe holes, because they're fashionable. You know, like you have jeans with holes, and they have T-shirts and they go to bed like that. What do you think? Should we dress up to go to bed, and then we get undressed? Is it necessary to dress up to go to bed, or is just some fancy things that we should do to make ourselves feel good? Personally, I like to dress up to go to bed.
Yeah, I know you, and I know you, but
even if it's just an hour before.
It is subjective.
You know?
It is subjective and it's generational.
Put one of these things on.
Those are
you just feel so luxurious.
But I
guys,
think these are the things
this.
that these are the things that you learn to love. When you're very young, probably you will go for cotton T-shirts, and then, you know, I mean, then we learn that there are more things that are more beautiful out there, and I think silk and cottons. I mean, again, getting back to quality, I always suggest to use natural fibers when you go to bed. So whether it's a good cotton or a nice linen for those, you know, that live in a very, very humid climate. Or silk. Silk, again, it keeps your body temperature, so you can use it in winter, you can use it in summer. But I definitely love these things. I mean, I'm a preppy girl too, so I like to make sure that I go to bed, you know, nicely dressed. Not really preparing for bed, but in a way, yes. You know, you put your lotions, you put your nice pajamas or your nice nightgown.
It's like,
and
it is an experience to go to bed.
It makes you go to bed, relax. I mean, you know,
it's an experience. I mean, after you had a hectic day of work or whatever it is that people do.
And you'll be surprised. I mean, how many customers come to us. I mean, and they don't necessarily dress up for the streets, but they will pay attention on
They will
details.
dress up at night for the bed.
As you introduced me, you said I pay attention to details, and it's true. I love the finishings on things. I think that it's important to have something that always make you look better.
Absolutely.
Or make you look good as you think you should look.
Yes.
So that is to respect the taste, because that's individual. But quality shouldn't be. I mean, everybody should aim to quality, you know.
But you know, it makes me want to think that if you really want a very nice night's sleep, you should treat yourself.
Yes.
Because it's like asking the universe to give you nice dreams and nice, in the nice environment, you know, and have a nice relaxation. So you do these things to yourself, first because you respect yourself, and then because you're really asking. I'm asking.
No, the bathroom should be your sanctuary.
Exactly.
It should be the place that you really go for rest and or have fun, or, you know, it depends. Again, also, the bathroom for a teenager means something different than for an adult and for an elder.
Right.
But to me, again, quality, design, and easy care should be always.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
No matter if you're a baby or if you're a teenager, have a, you know, buy to your kids a nice set of 100% cotton sheets.
It's a good investment.
It's a good investment.
Yeah.
I think that we all know that. I mean, majority of people nowadays mind that. I think that everybody think that way.
And if you think of a lot of people, when a lot of people take medication to sleep, sometimes just colors and good quality beddings are just good enough to put you to sleep easily without the sleeping pills.
Right.
And sometimes that is just a good solution.
Soothing. It's soothing, and you know, again, the white and ivory are calmer colors,
Right.
and sometimes some very pastel colors, like a very light green or very light blue.
Right.
Those are very, very average colors for linens, and those are the colors that, you know, if you look in the hospital, they have white sheets usually, and whatever is surrounding is green or blue, because those are colors that calm and brings the pressure down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. There are many components that are definitely, I will say, relevant for a good night of sleep, and those are colors and qualities.
And other than that, maybe, you know, adding some soothing music, and you know, some people sleep also with a green light around them, around the bed, because it is calming and, you know, it invokes good sleep. So if in case people don't have the possibility of luxury bedding, then I would suggest what Marilyn Monroe did. She went to bed with just few drops of perfumes.
That is a great idea. A little bit cold in winter, so then you literally the Siberian bird.
Exactly. We put this in, and the alpaca, the baby alpaca at the feet, and we're done. But, you know, I think we could be talking for many, many hours, but I think the show will need to be wrapped up at the moment, I think. So what is the last suggestion that you could give to the audience?
When you are going to need new sheets, bedding, always look for quality. Think of it as an investment. Come visit us, obviously. I mean, I'll be happy to help anyone, and think of that. I mean, you know, your nights of sleep are more important maybe than your new shoes.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Think of the bedding that will help you to have a great restorative night.
I mean, shoes are good too, because we put all our weight on the shoes, so they should be comfortable. But too many are just too many.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes we tend to look more at what has a street value, how we dress, how we are seen outdoors than in your private world.
So our time is running out. I will thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Being here.
This was fun.
This was fun, and I'm really happy to.
I will think of the black sheets, actually.
Absolutely. And then I want to thank all my fabulous crews that helped me putting together the show. And Valentina Design Universe will come back again next month in September. So my show will be once a month. Stay tuned. And as I always say, change your colors and you will change your life vibrations. Thank you all. Peace, love. Thank you. Bye.